Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with Duran Leal. He just got first place at locals using Cyber Dragons, and he's going to show us his deck. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah, it's nothing too special. You play 3 Cyber Dragons, 3 cores, and then the new one, hers. This thing's pretty freaking good.
So what's hers do?
When it's special summoned, you can make it a level 5, so it gets you to your infinity plays. But also, if you don't use that effect, then when it goes to grave, you can add a Cyber Dragon from your deck to hand or graveyard. And then 1 Veer. That's so that if you draw these 2, you can still make a link and do things.
This one acts like a Kage Tokage kind of, right?
Yeah. When you normal or special summon, you can summon this one. And it also gives all your Cyber Dragons 500, but I've never left it on board the whole time I played it.
Alright.
So, that's all the Cyber Dragons. And I played 3 soldiers. Also too about the Cyber Dragons though is that before you were playing the drive, but the normal summon on the core is so much better now because it searches more things than before. So you don't want to waste it on you don't want it just for the drive. So now you play 3 Galaxy Soldiers for obvious reasons. It gets you to an infinity. I play 1 Jizukiru. I want to play more, but there's no point in playing more.
You can search that, right?
Yeah, and it'll clog if I add more. And then I play hand traps. I play 3 Drolls and 3 Ogres. And I play Ogres instead of Ashes because they're light and you can discard them for this Galaxy Soldiers.
I feel like Ogre is also a lot stronger against Goki just by taking Link Ravens off the field.
Yeah. And then I play the Cyber Repair Plant. It's been doing things for years. And then the newer spell cards are the 3 Cyber Emergencies. It searches only Cyber Dragon monsters, so you can't get your Galaxy Soldiers or nothing with it. And that's why you play both, because this can get you Jizukiru or your Galaxy Soldiers. But this gets you, your any of your Cyber Dragons. And then the 1 Rev System's the other one. It's a Monster Reborn, but you can also special summon from hand. So that's pretty cool. And you can also leave the monster on board and it can't be destroyed by card effects, the one that's summoned off there. And you play 3 Machine Dupe to target your cores or your hers. And what's really good is you can 1-for-1 bring out your hers, Machine Dupe it, and then you still haven't used your normal summon. And 1-for-1.
Let's talk about how Machine Dupe works, because this is worded really strangely compared to a lot of cards like it. So you summon cards with the same name, but since all your monsters turn into Cyber Dragons, you can target the level 1 or the level 2 guy, then summon out 3 of the level 5 Cyber Dragon with it. And that's pretty unbreakable.
Nuts. And it's not once per turn, so if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in deck, and you open 2 of these, you can use both of them to get all 3 out, because this is up to 2. So that's pretty good. And then 1-for-1's completely busted in this deck. It gets you the hers, which turns to a level 5, which gets you to your plays a lot quicker. It's really good. And you still have your normal summon for your core. You didn't have to waste it on hers. And then this, with the 1-for-1, is completely ridiculous and should probably not exist. So this is, what it does is when one monster is summoned with 1500 or less attack, you can special summon from your deck. Well, your opponent's got a control monster, but you special summon from your deck, graveyard, or hand all monsters with that name. So you can summon your hers from deck with 1-for-1. You can Rev System back your core or your hers and get 3 Cyber Dragons from deck and any of your cores or hers that are engraved too.
That seems really powerful, but I feel like you never want to open with this, especially going first.
You never go first with this deck. So, if you're going first, you side them out.
So you're choosing to go.
Yeah, you choose going second every time.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to OTK. And so it's really good. And then it's really good too if you get the Jizukiru first and give them the Jizukiru, because then they can't summon any more monsters from deck. Reborn, it's another Rev System. It's got more versatility though. You can bring back a Nova and then overlay an Infinity onto it. That's pretty good. And then 2 Instant Fusion, 3's Cloggy, 2's good. I only play 1 target for it, so. And then 3 Called by the Grave, because Droll and Lock kills this deck because you play a searcher that searches for a searcher that searches for a searcher.
I think Ash is pretty painful too.
Ash doesn't hurt it as much, but it does hurt too. the droll is the most painful thing.
Yeah.
And then one impermanence because it had a Cyber Dragon Infinity on it, and I wanted to play it for that reason.
Okay. And
It's pretty good. It's another hand
card.
trap. Yeah.
Then 7 hand traps isn't a bad number.
Yeah.
Right, let's see the extra deck.
And then the extra deck, I play 2 of these. Oh, one thing too about the main deck is I don't play any power bonds or overload fusions. I played it like earlier this week and it was garbage because they're just bricky. When you can OTK without fusion summoning.
This deck, as it is now, puts enough damage on the board.
Yeah.
You don't need like this between like 9,000 damage and 20,000 damage. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm still hitting like 16,000 without the power bonds with this deck, which is ridiculous.
Play a limited removal to go with that Inferno Reckless.
No. Nope. So then I play 2 Chimera Tech Mega Fleet.
This card is crazy.
Yeah, I wish I had 3, but there's no room in the deck. That's the problem. The extra deck's pretty tight. But so like I had multiple times today where I normal summon the core. And against Sky Striker, or the last 2 times against Sky Strikers, they would Widow Anchor it and take it, or like we had a case where Darren grabbed a boar load, grabbed my Cyber Dragon Infinity with a boar load. I just got to make this because it only takes Cyber Dragon monsters, so I got to make it without.
And it can be from either side of the field.
Yeah,
so
it's
even
ridiculous.
If your opponent controls the Cyber Dragon monster and the boar load, you can still summon this.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then Chimera Tech Fortress, that's so like if you need a spot removal with Jizakiro, you can still fuse with this, or if they just play machine monsters, like the Sky Strikers are machine. The one instant fusion target. And then Barbaroid, it can be summoned off of Nova, and it's big. That's why you do it. And it negates effects when monsters are sent to graveyard by battle. Then the 2 Infinity Novas.
Do you get summon both of these a decent amount, or does that ever happen?
Yeah, I go through them a lot actually. But normally, like, when I'm pushing for game, I normally don't even summon the Infinities. I normally just summon the Novas. If they stop my combos, then I'll make an Infinity. But I almost never.
So the Infinity isn't even the goal. They stop your combo and you still get an Infinity.
Yeah. Infinity's like a last-ditch effort. But Nova has a busted effect where, like, you can attack with one. You special summon the Cyber Dragon back. You special summon a Cyber Dragon back with its effect from your graveyard. And then you attack with it, so that's 2100. Then you can attack with the Nova, then during damage step, banish the Cyber Dragon you already attacked with. Give them an extra 2100 attack. So that's where your OTKs come from with this deck.
Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2018.
And then my links, I play Boar Load because you're going to need it eventually. I have summoned it like twice in the since Saiho came out, so I don't know if it's going to keep coming up, but I'm going to keep it in. I played 2 Seeger. But I'm going to change one of them for some sort of generic too, because I play the Mermaid for the Ibli, and I want to be able to get the Ibli, so I'm going to cut it for something. I don't know if I'm going to get a proxy or what. And then the Mermaid. Then I play the Genius. I was going to play the new light one that lets you add one back when it was sent the generic light one. But to make Summon Sorceress, you need a machine. And Summon Sorceress helps extend for your OTKs. It puts more damage on board. It's 2400, so it's big, which is the point of the deck.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just crazy.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, so the monster, you can summon Cyber Dragon in defense, overlay it into a Nova, special back the Cyber Dragon in attack. So the monster being in defense in an OTK deck is irrelevant here.
And side deck.
And then I played 3 Ash in the side. Sided in a lot, actually.
If you're trying to go second, have you considered manning more hand traps? Or?
No, because the combos in this deck require you to have a lot of light machines or Cyber Dragons in hand.
Makes sense.
3 Sphere Mode for Goki. I mean, you don't really need it against Goki, but I have it. Shared Ride for going first. Red Reboots for if you're going second against a trap deck.
Altergeist.
Yeah, or even if I'm going second against a rogue deck and they didn't play any traps game 1, I'm still siding it in just in case.
Do you bring this in against Trickstars?
Yes, you definitely bring it in against Trickstars. And then 3 strikes for going first. Normally when I go first, I side in the strikes and the shared rides.
All right.
But something in here is going to become Twin Twisters. It might be the sphere modes.
I feel like you don't need these because this is meant to break the extra link.
Yeah.
But your Mega Fleet Dragons, all the Cyber Dragons,
Yeah.
do that already. So I feel like this kind of conflicts with what you're trying to do because you can never attack through it.
Well, the thing is, too, is I can... Yeah, you're right. I can't attack through it. Yeah, I'll probably drop this for the Twin Twisters. I just forgot to put Twin Twisters in.
Yeah, Twin Twisters feels a lot better than this anyway.
Yeah, ditching a core with Twin Twisters
but
is good.
it didn't matter. First place with Cyber Dragons. Congratulations.